Hello guys, Shay here. I am in the truck waiting on hubby. He went in the dollar store to get us some milk. We're out of milk at the house. And this is in Church Hill where we live. I'm gonna show y'all around a bit out here. Do a little bit of vlogging. First chance I got to vlog today. So this is the parking lot I'm sitting in. And there's the Dollar General store that hubby went in, and he's already fixing to walk out the door, so I'm about to cut it off. Then that's our grocery store here. It's called Food Lion. Went to the doctor, had my mammogram, had to do a sonogram too. I'll tell you more about that later. Went to Walmart and bought some stuff. I'll show you all that later. Hubby's coming out, so see him coming. He's got the orange shirt on. Alright, got my door open to be cool. It's hot shut up in this truck. Alright, toodaloo to the next clip. Okay guys, I am back home in my craft room where I belong. Okay. We went to town today. Went to the post office and mailed off the tape that I had taped to Tony and I that lives in Michigan. Went to the bank and cashed my check. And then we had to go to the health department because I had to sign some papers. But Bethany was gone to lunch, so we had to leave and wait till she come back at 1. So we went to Food City. I went to their deli and got some lunch and sat there and ate. Then we went back to the health department and she was back and I signed the papers and she gave me copies of them. So then we went to wal-mart, which is the place where I had my mammogram and sonogram done. So the way they do it, you go into the waiting room. You go to the registration desk and you register in. And they give you this little square thing. You know how you go to restaurants and when it's a big full line and they hand you this little square thing that lights up to let you know when it's your turn to go in and sit down? It's one of those little things that vibrates and lights up when they're calling you. So, that went off, and so then I had to go to window 3 and she had to ask me some questions and I had to sign some more papers, and then she took me back and she takes you in this room and she hands you a pretty pink house coat that just kind of, it's a wraparound type and that has a string and you just tie it to you, you know. And you go into a room and you know this is for mammograms, so you have to strip from waist up and you put the house coat on, and then you come back out into that little waiting room and they have lockers and they're just standing there. It's like school lockers, excuse me. And they have keys hanging in the lockers, and if the key is in the locker, then that means it's empty and you just pick one. That don't matter. If the key's not in the locker, it means somebody's clothes are in that locker and they have the key on them while they're in the back getting the mammogram. So you pick a locker. I did. Those things are hard to figure out and turn and close and get locked and unlocked. So you unlock it, you put your clothes in. I put my purse in there and my clothes in there, and then you lock it back and you keep the key on you. So then we sit down and wait for a little while. Then they called me back and they took me back into the room and did the mammogram. And then they set me out in the hall where they have chairs lined up. It's another type of little waiting room there in the hallway. And then I had to go back in. They had to do another mammogram picture a different certain way. So went back in and done that. Then they set me back out in the hall. Then they came and got me and took me in and done the sonogram. And then after that, they took me out. Actually, no. After... she's hollering at Junior. He's probably scratching again. Anyways, after the second mammogram, I had to sit back out in the waiting room. So then she came and got me and took me to another waiting room. No, because that was after. I get confused. Yeah, I went into that other... I'm doing a video! I went into that other little waiting room. And I had to wait there for a little bit. Then she came, got me, and took me and done the sonogram. So, I stayed in the room where we done the sonogram when it was over with. Thank you. I hate all these interruptions. Anyway, she let Junior in. And, I'll mess my train of thought up here. So I waited in the room where the sonogram was done, because she went and gave it to the doctor that's there that reads them and all. And then she came back and explained to me what the doctor said. And so far it's a good report. He don't think it's cancer. He don't think it's anything alarming. He thinks it's, and she called it some kind of word, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, like fattish type stuff. She said it could have been from the last surgery that I had, the biopsy, or it could just got bruised some kind of way. She asked me, like, has my seatbelt pulled tight on me and all this kind of stuff, and I didn't remember anything unless it would be my baby Tookie Bear, because he climbs and jumps all over me with his knees. He'll get up on my chest and jump around, so it could have been that. So, anyway, she came back and told me that that's what he thought it was, something like that. So then I just left. So what I do is she takes me back to the waiting room where the lockers are, and I use the key and unlock the locker and get my personal clothes out, go back in the little changing room and get dressed. And when you come out of the changing room, then you have to put that house coat in a dirty clothes bin they got sitting there by the door. And then you just walk out, and you walk out of the building. You're through. I still have to go see my doctor. Well, I don't really know if I'm going to be seeing my doctor. It's at my doctor's office, which is called Friends in Need. Friends in Need. And, excuse me, but there's this surgeon, specialist surgeon doctor, that comes there once a month. And this month, it's Monday, I think that's the 8th, that he comes. They set my appointment for that day. I forget what time. I want to say 10, but it may be 8 in the morning or 8:30, something like that. Anyway, I go in to see him. He will have, because they're going to send the records to my doctor. So my doctor and him will probably have looked at my mammogram and sonogram records, and he'll examine me, and then he will tell me what he thinks. And so I'm hoping he says the same thing that doctor had said, and that will be great. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Y'all see my... It's kind of like when you go in the hospital, they put a band on you, on your arm. When I went to the restoration desk and signed papers, she put this on my arm. After we left there, we went to my baby's house, and I seen my babies. I left my camera in my purse in the truck, so I didn't get any shots of them, but he was a goofing and a jumping. That's what made me realize that. He started jumping up on my chest with his knees again, and so that's probably what it was. Anyways, he's my baby. He played. He attacked me. He hugged me. He clung to me. He loved me. He jabbered and talked, and we had a good old time. And we tickled. I tickled him. I tickled Ian. And I talked to Ike about Minecraft and all that kind of stuff. So then, Elizabeth hadn't had nothing to eat, so she left and went and got her something while me and Albert stayed there. And then just as she came back, their mama came in, so both their mama and Elizabeth walked in at the same time. So we left, went to Walmart, And I got some things at Walmart. And one of them is, I'm going to turn this around now so I can go show y'all the stuff. I got me some M&Ms. Yes, I'm sorry. I cannot help it, but I'm sitting here eating on M&Ms and drinking my favorite root beer. The best root beer ever. It is delicious. Okay, now I'm going to show you, if I can get up out of my chair, what else I got at Walmart. Okay, I got me this duct tape, roll of duct tape of puppy dogs in different patterns. I don't know what kind of dog it is, but there you go. Y'all probably do when you see it, but it's a pretty pink color. Well, I dropped it. Anyway, show you what else I got. I got me a needle threader, because I have a hard time when I'm working with my yarn and all. When I need to use the needle to sew it in and sew buttons on, I needed one of these, so I got me one of these. It was just 97 cents. And then I picked me up another little small darn something roll of yarn that's pretty different colors. And I was looking for another certain kind of yarn and needle, but I didn't have it at Walmart, so I'm probably going to have to go to Hobby Lobby to get that. I'm trying to find my duct tape rolled over here. And then I got, because this is something that I was definitely planning on getting, that right there. It's a little bit, it's supposed to be a small table tripod for a camera. So I got to open that and figure out how that works, and hopefully my camera will fit on it. Albert said it would, so got that. Now, I'm going to take y'all in here and show you what else I got. It's in the refrigerator. Something that I ate as a child. I grew up on it. Loved it. And I have always had a hard time as an adult finding it. So, I'd watched a video blogger yesterday, and they went in the grocery store and they picked up a pack of it. They wasn't saying nothing about it. They just went and picked it up, and I seen what they picked up, and I squealed. And I said, ah, that's my stuff. I gotta go get me some stuff. So that kind of like reminded me of it again. And so today I went and looked, and sure enough I found it. And there you go. That's what it is right there. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bronze sugar or something other. But you make sandwiches with it. Talk about good, yeah. And then I also got me, I was needing to nibble then, because I hadn't ate much lunch. So it's called Turkey Pinwheel. So it's got turkey and cheese in it, and romaine lettuce, and ranch dressing. What else does it have in it? I guess that's it. Let me see. Turkey, cheese, romaine, ranch dressing, wrapped in a tortilla flatbread. So that's what they are. They're rolls. Can y'all see that in there? And I done ate one in the truck on the way home. So that's what I got. And I'm thinking that's all I wanted to show y'all. I can't remember. Seemed like there was something else. But like I said, I can't remember now. Oh well. That's probably all. So later when I get my tripod opened up and set up, my camera on it, well, I can't do it. I'm going to show it to y'all set up without my camera on it, so I can use my camera to show it to y'all. And then I'll be using it in videos. Okay, guys, that will be it for today, unless I come up with something else to show y'all maybe later. I'll go ahead and say I'm done, I'm gone, toodaloo. But if I do make another clip, I'll try to remember to say it then too. Okay, talk to y'all later.